and those Nuggets, the way that Jimmy Butler is melding with that team, Draymond Green making a late push for Defensive Player of the Year, and Stephen Curry, the way that he is playing, showing that, yes, he can be the best player on a championship team. If you're in the West, I don't care who you are, OKC all the way down, you do not want to play the Golden State Warriors anytime between now and June.
Yeah, Steph Curry still very much has a dynasty alive. The Warriors have the 5th best odds to win the championship, according to ESPN Bet. Dave, around the hardwood, we head out to L.A., where we saw LeBron, Luka, and Reeves lead the Lakers to a dub. Each of them dropped 25 points and 5 assists for the second game this season, matching the most such games in Lakers history. And then out in the East, we saw the Celtics get the win after blowing the Suns out by 20. Boston hit 14 three-pointers last night, breaking the record for the most threes in a single season by any team in NBA history. And finally, the Pistons win over the Raptors last night, secures their spot in the NBA playoffs. Detroit becomes the first team in NBA history to reach the postseason after finishing 14-68 the year before. So if we're talking hoops, we're talking to Anscape's David Dennis Jr. And David, it is crazy to think that this Pistons team only won 14 games last season, the fewest in the league, and now this glow-up that J.B. Bickerstaff has them under is one of the best turnarounds in NBA history. How do you put into context the type of job he's done?
J.B. Bickerstaff is the coach of the year this season, and it's not really close. I thought that a few months ago there was no chance that anybody was going to beat Kenny Atkinson for that position, but J.B. Bickerstaff and this turnaround that he has done with this Pistons squad, as you mentioned, the worst record in the previous season to then go into the playoffs the next season, tripling the wins that they had in the season previous. That's never been done. I'm willing to go beyond having J.B. Bickerstaff be coach of the year. Let's write a Disney movie about this dude and what he's doing with this Pistons team right now. Because beyond just what he's done with the Pistons team, the beauty of his story right now is the fact that he got bounced from that Cleveland team, and you're watching what Cleveland is doing, being the top team in the East. And instead of having a situation where he has to watch that from the sidelines, he's creating his own legacy over here with Detroit after getting kind of a raw deal with that Cleveland team. So it's just beautiful to see that he's just not having to watch how good Cleveland's going. He's doing his own thing in Detroit.
Yeah, you can't always control what happens to you, but you can control your reaction. And listen, what Bickerstaff has done is amazing. Now we go from the 5th seed in the East to the 5th seed in the West. The Golden State Warriors, they looked cooked earlier on this season, but it seems like they just needed a butler to help serve them up a couple of wins. With Steph and Jimmy in the lineup, they are 20-2. That's crazy. Listen, is there any cap in my rap if I'm saying that this team is a title contender?
The Golden State Warriors are absolutely a title contender. They've been a title contender since the moment Jimmy Butler walked into the...
Let's keep it on the hardwood, shall we? Lakers trying to make a playoff push in a crowded Western Conference. LeBron James and the Lakers taking on the Pelicans. Under 7 minutes left in the first quarter, James goes to block Jose Alvarado. Alvarado gets the score, but James comes down, grabbing his hand. Take a closer look at it. The thumb gets stuck in the rim. Ouch.
I hate it when that happens to me.
Oh, because you're dunking, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know about that.
You have to be careful, Bron.
James is getting his hair wrapped up on the bench, but comes back into the game under 8 minutes left in the second quarter. James turns around, knocks down the jumper. The hand still works. Lakers lead by 1. Under 3 minutes left in the second, Luka Doncic, that goes in. Doncic has missed his last 11 three-point attempts dating back to Monday, trying to get things rolling. Third quarter, Lakers up by 1. Austin Reeves drives inside, gets the bucket plus the foul. Reeves had 30 points in 4 of his last 5 games. Doncic again nailed the long 3. He finished with 35 points. Fourth quarter, Reeves comes up with the loose ball, goes behind the back, throws it up to James right here up the court for the two-hand jam. The thumb is fine. It didn't get hurt that bad. James with 27 points, 8 assists, and Lakers go on to win it 124-108.
Hey, how about the 1-seed Thunder visiting the 2-seed Rockets? And Houston, bad hosts. Just bad hosts. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Rockets on the fast break. Oh, my. Tari Eason. Alley-oop to Jalen Green. That's just ridiculous. Rockets up 7 after 1. Up here in Şengün. Hook shot. The lead is 11. 5 minutes left in the second. Green driving, kicking to Amen Thompson in the corner for three. Rockets up 69-53 at halftime. Thunder's 16-point deficit, second largest halftime deficit of the season. To the fourth quarter we go. Green for three. He had 34. The lead is 14. 2.5 minutes to go. Şengün to Chet Holmgren. And Chet, oh, nice move, Chet. Şengün with 31. Seventh 30-point game of the season. Rockets roll 125-111.
All right, let's say good morning to Anscape senior writer David Dennis Jr. And I've been telling you guys about this Houston Rockets team. This did not look like the same Rocket squad that the Thunder faced their last 4 meetings. David, how much does this win affect how you think Houston could be playing during the playoffs?
Why you got me doing this? Why you got me here in the morning? Got to admit that I was wrong and that you were right. First thing, we can't be doing this now. Come on now. I feel like this is a setup. But you were absolutely right. I know. I got you. Go ahead. Talk your stuff. Talk your stuff. You were absolutely right. And I've been slow to come along on this Rockets team a lot because of how I felt about their fourth quarter execution and their offense. But that defense last night, that defense looks like a defense that can shut down anybody. Look at what they did to the best team in the league, namely the MVP, SGA. He only shot 2 free throws last night. Think about the discipline it takes for a guy who usually gets to the line 9 times to only shoot 2 free throws. They were in zone. They were in man. Amen Thompson was grinding on them and giving them a hard time. Then you add in the fact that Jalen and Şengün combined for 65 points. This looks like the Rockets team. I've been saying if you're in the West, you want to play this Rockets team, I'm going to have to eat crow. This looks like a Rockets team that you do not want to face if you're in the first round.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to face this Rockets team, especially how they dial in on the defensive end of the floor. So the Rockets' magic number to clinch the 2 seed is now down to 2. After that, just 2 games separate the 3rd-seeded Lakers from the 8th-seeded Grizzlies. So, David, which of these teams do you trust more going into the playoffs?
It's the Golden State Warriors, and it's not just the Warriors as a team. It is one person. It is Stephen Curry. Out of everybody, every player in the West, I trust Stephen Curry the most out of anybody to come through in the playoffs and execute. This guy's led multiple teams to championships, and right now he has been unleashed and unlocked with Jimmy Butler on that team. They've essentially played 2 weeks of playoff level basketball to stay out of the play-in, and look at the last 3 games that they played. On the road against Memphis, on the road against the Lakers, and then at the end of a 2-week road trip at home on a back-to-back against the Nuggets, where the guy on these 3 games is averaging 42 points during that stretch. He is playing at the best level we've seen him since they won a championship in 2022. I trust him individually above anybody else in the NBA to get a team to a championship.
Steph Curry knows what time it is. The playoffs are right around the corner. As it stands right now, Steph and the Warriors would take on the Nuggets in the first round. David, thanks so much for the insight.
Chào cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ cùng dẫn các bạn vòng hôm nay mình sẽ có tiêu đề là nam châm. Mọi người hôm nay tiêu đề mình có là giỏ đi chợ. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu làm nhé.
Bạn ơi, Tít làm gì đây? Chị nhau đây hả?
Ồ, dính có 3 bạn nhỉ?
Đúng này nghịch quá cơ.
Mình có. Bận quá. Đây là màu tím này, màu tím này. Dán này. Nhà ơi. Đã là cái mới nữa đi. Ui ơi, gì cái rồi. Rồi để chị cuốn chân cho à. Cuốn chân cho em nữa. quấn chân cho em. Quấn chân. Quấn ở trên cái bạch này cơ. Đi rồi.